So I'm not sure if any money will be coming to us, but I'll keep looking because let me tell you, that PPE really added up. So
You have an idea how much that you spent?
I'm gonna say so far it's probably between 1,500 and 2,000.
Is that under library supplies or office supplies? Like, where's that in the
So it's
P&L right now?
it's spread between building supplies and cleaning supplies.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out though. We're gonna work it out.
It's an oddball expense. Yeah.
Exactly, right. But we kept it in that category. So like I said, I'm hopeful that something will come up that we can get reimbursed for that somehow.
I
So.
do have a question about one expense line. It's a small amount, but I just noticed the trend.
Yeah.
So under utilities, it looks like our water bill, we're already way over budget, considering, I mean, like, it's not by a lot, you know, it's like 23, 24 bucks, but I'm just wondering, did the cost of, you know, I mean, what's going on, I guess?
You ready? Are you ready?
Oh, no.
Sorry. I'm glad you brought this up. In my 4.5 years, I just assumed that they were reading the water meter, and on the bills, it looks like they do their estimated times and then they do the actual readings. That's what it looked like to me on the water bill. However, apparently our water meter has been hidden by the bigger flower arrangements in the front, on the island in the front of the building. So that's what's going on. So I have been meaning to get in touch with them. I'm just glad it wasn't I panicked. I'm just glad it wasn't like we weren't hit with $1,000
Right.
bill.
So it's just that now they can read the water meter. Our bills are going to change. Okay.
Right. Yep. There you go. Long story short. Thanks, Chantal.
No problem. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Let's move on to the unpaid bills. Any questions about the unpaid bills? We also have a transaction list by vendor. Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve the transaction list by vendor from September 15th through 30th, totaling $3,779.49, along with the unpaid bills detail as of October the 9th, totaling $3,781.89. All in favor?
I'll second.
John second, thanks, John. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Motion approved. Okay, we got local transportation, public presentations, library director, Jen.
All right. So
Susan.
I'll try to make this quick. I reached out to Mark DeVore and our collector of revenue, and someone last time had asked me to kind of see if I could gauge what the tax situation might be for next year and possibly the following year. He said that as of right now, they're going about setting the tax deadline, the regular deadline as it usually is. At this point, they don't have any plans to move that. He said that he can't predict anything. However, he said, of course, because of COVID-19, that it's possible that people might not pay their taxes. Not specifically about Rock Hill, just in general. But he said he hopes that things go as planned. So that's all he could really say to
He
that.
said there's no plans to move the deadline, right? To move the tax.
Not as of right now.
Okay.
and he doesn't foresee anything. So
Okay.
he did hint at, though, you never know. Not to freak anybody out, but.
Anything else?
Yeah, I already talked about the PPE supplies. Oh, just a few things. We had the League of Women Voters come out, 2 of their reps, and that was very nice. They talked to a few people who happened to already be registered, so that's why they were there, to register voters. And they did say that, again, unfortunately, everything is because of COVID, but because of COVID, they feel like registration has been down at every library that they've been to. So
How did they do that? Did they?
they sat outside at the picnic table.
Okay.
And we had masks out there, and they were masked up, and they just, I think if people come by, they mosey up to the table. The picnic table, I don't know if it's very safe there. We're probably going to move that soon, right, Susan? She's like, yes. But it looks kind of cute right there. I wish we could keep it there. Anyway, but I was very happy that they came, and I wish that more people would have taken advantage, but the good news is that the people that they talked to had already registered, so that's a good thing. I wanted to update you on our CARES Act funded state grant. They are still, everyone is still really backed up as far as ordering Chromebooks, which is understandable because of everyone doing remote learning. So Bill Coleman, who Katie and Karen, Bill Coleman, he works for UCity, but we contract him for our IT stuff. And so he's keeping his eye out for Chromebooks, and he checks like once a week or so. And I talked to the state, and we have until June 30th, 2021. So
To use the grant.
they said that's the end of the grant, but they said most libraries are having the same problem that we are. So any questions about that? I guess you want me to explain it to Karen and Katie really quickly? Maybe. Okay. So Katie and Karen, I wrote an $8,500 grant to purchase Chromebooks, which can easily be wiped once they're returned, and they would be for circulation. So there's a bit of a risk, but I found out that they are covered under our insurance, and you know it's sad, very sad right now for a librarian to not be able to offer computers. So that's why I wrote it, and I just hope that we can get them as soon as possible. So.
What's our insurance deductible though?
I'm not sure, but I can find out.
Because my guess is it's way more than a Chromebook cost.
It might be. So we might have to take a loss. Lori, you're right.
Did you look into getting optional insurance for the patrons?
No, but I will. Thank you.
Yeah. I would check with I know the high school library offers it. I don't know who they offer it through.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for that tip.
Anything else, Jen?
I would just, when you have a chance, when you have time, take a look at the website and Facebook. We've got some good programs. We added another series of cooking videos. One of our patrons, Jill Allen, she already created them. They're very, this one is it's all about food, cooking with pumpkins, which is cool. So, and if you go to our Facebook page, it's pinned to the top, so it starts playing as soon as you go to our page. We started the last Wednesday of every month. We started a Wind Down Wednesday yoga class. If you're interested.
So what's it called? Wine and what?
Wind Down Wednesdays,
Oh,
or
okay.
Wednesday, singular. It's just one night a month, 8 p.m. last Wednesday of the month. And, oh, one more thing. This is super cute. A few of the staff members have been doing take and make crafts, like a lot of libraries are doing. And this is our second month. And this is for the kids, you know, they come with their parents, they come pick up their take and make craft. And adults can do it too. And it's a pack, and it's actually an origami bat, and it's a bookmark.
Oh, how cute.
So it's really cool because they actually, you know, nothing is done for them. There's instructions and in the bag with the materials, and also, oh, this is really cool. Kayla, who is someone who works for us, she's a clerk. She is dressed as Wednesday Addams, she's doing the demonstration. You can find that on Facebook or on the website. So that's it for programs. Does anyone have, oh, and then I have your basic statistics sheet for you to see. That's at the back of I sent that last. Everything was piecemeal. I realized next time we will try to get that all to you at once. So.
Okay, ready to move on?
Thanks, Jen.
The audit, how's that going?
Yeah, so that was a different part of the agenda.
Oh, okay.
So that's under unfinished business.
Okay, sorry.
Should we wait or?
Yeah.
Should we wait? Okay, thanks, John.
Okay, so moving on here, we've got any reports of the bylaws committee? Nothing, okay. Personnel,
I meant to harass Chantel. You were going to email us that you
Yeah,
said you had.
I sadly forgot about it till I read the meeting minutes from last month. So, but thanks, Lori. Really appreciate it.
No problems.
personnel committee, I'm assuming there's nothing. Strategic planning committee, don't think there's anything there either. Okay, unfinished business, then the update on the Manchester Road easement.
Okay, so this is something you wanted me to talk about, correct?
I guess.
So all of the utilities have been taking their turns, and everyone has been pretty good about not blocking both of our driveways. It's happened a few times, but I go out there and very nicely ask them if they can make some room at least on one side for cars. And I think legally, I haven't said this to them, but legally, I think they have to leave space for emergency vehicles to be able to get in. So I could always use that if it comes down to it. That hasn't happened often. Lori did ask about the expiration of the temporary easements. And I just got some paperwork tonight that I needed for this information. And like I said, I just got it today, and I'm not seeing exact dates, everyone. And then I'll say specifically to Lori, here's what I'm seeing, and then you might know something I don't, okay? It says the temporary duration, the temporary construction easement described in Exhibit B shall remain in full force and effect until the requirements of Missouri Department of Transportation, MoDOT, that project that relate to the property are successfully completed.
Oh,
Or it says, or within 2 years from the date construction begins with MoDOT.
That's the deadline. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the deadline.
Okay.
that's what I was looking for. So yeah, and I don't know if MoDOT's construction has begun.
It has, well, not right where we are.
I'm not sure that the utilities count.
Right, exactly. I was just letting you know kind of how things are going, but you are right. The utilities don't count. MoDOT someone's told me that they think it's starting in the spring of 2021.
So it would be 2 years from spring 2020. So it'd be spring 2023.
Right, 2023.
Mhm.
So anyway, so these will be in a file.
Okay, and did you successfully mark what you wanted to mark for the permanent easement and the temporary easement?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't really involved in a lot of this, so I
you
didn't.
had expressed at the last meeting that you wanted to somehow get it out and get it lined because you said
Oh,
it's visually difficult for you, and
yes.
and the temporary easement is what they have. They don't have the whole parking lot to use.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what he did? He sent me an aerial view.
Oh, good,
So that helped.
good.
Thank you. All right, so was that, any questions? I think it's basically utilities right now, so that's about where we are.
Okay, so update on the audit. Jen?
All right, so we filed our financial report with the state, but for my first year here, we are not quite finished with the audit. We're almost there. A lot of different factors. Definitely COVID was a factor. Just a lot of delays. It's been difficult on both sides. So we are trying to get it done ASAP, and we'll let everybody know, okay?
Well, do you have a deadline at this point for yourselves?
We haven't made one, but I'm going to talk to Mike. Mike has been kind of MIA, so we can make one, but I did reach out to the auditor to say, do we have a specific deadline? But I guess since legally we don't have to have an audit, they might not be giving us one, that we have to make one first.
That's what I suggest strongly that you internally with you and Danielle
We
do
will.
one.
We will. And in fact, I'm kind of hoping, because we're that close, I'm hoping that Mike can come to the November meeting. So I know that's only a month away, but here's hoping. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so new business. I make a motion to recommend to the Rock Hill Board of Aldermen the appointment of Katie Brooks and Karen Shoulders to the Rock Hill Library Board of Trustees. And that term would start retroactive to April the 1st. So I don't know, Karen, Katie, I don't know if y'all want to say anything or not. It's up to you. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Not me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
This require, do you need a second, Marty?
Yes, yeah.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Vote unanimous? Okay, welcome to the board.
Welcome.
You said yes.
Welcome, you guys.
Thanks.
When is the Board of Aldermen meeting to do the final confirmation?
It's they usually meet this, I think it's the second and fourth Tuesday of the month. So what is this? So I guess it would be probably not.
20th, I think. Or Thursday, 22nd?
So are we going to need to approve those minutes so that they can be forwarded to the Board of Aldermen?
Usually, all we have to do, the secretary sends, that is to you, Connie, the secretary usually sends an email to the Jen Yackley, the city administrator.
Right.
It passes it on to the Board of Aldermen, and the Board of Aldermen approves it. I haven't had to have, in the past, I have not had to have approved minutes for them.
Great.
They're based on email.
I do have a question. So we have departures from the board, vacancies in the board. We need to specify to the city how Katie and Karen, are they being, because normally our terms run April 1st through March 31st. So just make sure that when we send it in, just as a heads up, we're saying, to serve out if it's an unexpired term.
Yeah, I don't think these are. I'll go back and double check, but I think we just didn't get them filled
Okay.
in April, so.
Just wanted to check in because I know that was an issue a few years ago. So
Yeah. Okay. Any other business or anything? I'm sure that's the end of our agenda.
Okay.
Marty, that might be the fastest meeting we've ever had.
I know that, Greg.
I tipped my invisible hat at you. That was
It was not my doing. Just worked out that way. Okay, we do need to go into a closed session though. So I will vote to adjourn the meeting to go into closed session pursuant to section 610.021 Missouri statutes to address hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting a particular applicant's employees by the board. As personal information about employees applicants is expected to be discussed or recorded. All in roll call vote.
I'll make it, I second.
Okay, second. Thank you. I keep forgetting that. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hi, Jen.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Bye,
you.
Susan.
Hold on.